What if I told you the universe just broke its own rules? NASA found something that shouldn't exist. A signal arrived from 50 million light years away. A galaxy appeared twice in different places at the same time. Scientists are whispering about parallel worlds, hidden dimensions, and a reality beyond ours. Maybe we're not alone. Maybe we were never meant to know the truth. But today, we're going to open the file they tried to hide from us. The universe has a secret, and it's calling us to listen for decades. NASA believed that space follows predictable rules. Planets follow gravity, stars burn out, galaxies collide. But everything changed when the James Webb Space Telescope sent an image back to Earth that shocked scientists. It wasn't a planet, it wasn't a star, and it wasn't a galaxy. It was something that logically shouldn't exist in space. NASA detected a structure older than the universe itself. According to the laws of physics, nothing can be older than the Big Bang. But this strange object showed signs of being billions of years older. Scientists initially thought it was a glitch or a piece of dust on the telescope mirror. But when they zoomed in again, the anomaly became clearer. It looked like a cluster of stars forming in a pattern that shouldn't appear in normal physics. The strangest part was the energy signature. It wasn't emitting light, it was absorbing light around it, almost like a cosmic void pulling reality into itself. NASA tried to measure the distance and failed. They used different instruments and got different results every time. It was as if the object existed in more than one place at once. The rules of space, time didn't apply to it. One scientist whispered, "We are looking at something older than the universe." Another said, "Maybe we discovered evidence of a previous universe before the Big Bang." Some experts believe this anomaly might be evidence that our universe didn't begin once but has been restarting billions of times. The craziest theory is that it may not be an object at all. It could be a window, a portal to another dimension or another timeline. NASA has kept most of the information restricted. Only fragments are public, but one leaked statement says, "What we found challenges the origin of the universe." The world thought NASA had discovered everything. But space still hides secrets. We think we control science. But maybe science is only a small part of a much bigger truth. Maybe the universe is not a simple creation. Maybe it's an infinite loop. And what NASA just found is the one thing that proves we are not the first universe. We might not even be the only one. NASA was confident that space obeyed rules. Gravity, light, dark matter, everything was predictable. Until the day NASA saw something that wasn't supposed to be there. The James Webb Telescope detected a structure older than the universe itself. Not a star or a planet, but a massive energy object absorbing light instead of radiating it. NASA tried to calculate its distance, but every measurement contradicted the previous one. Time and space around it twisted like a glitch in reality. Some believed it was a remnant of a previous universe. Others thought it was a doorway to a dimension outside time. Whatever it was, it challenged the very origins of existence. Because according to every scientific law, this discovery shouldn't exist. It was the first sign that space might not be one universe at all. It might be many overlapping like shadows of different timelines. And this was only the beginning. A similar incident happened when astronomers studied what happened to the first human who ever crossed the boundary near a black hole. No one knew the truth because most stories were buried by space agencies. But leaked documents say the human body didn't get destroyed instantly. Instead, sensors detected consciousness expanding. Time around them slowed to a crawl. Instead of dying, the subject seemed to witness the universe unfolding frame by frame. Their final message shocked everyone: it's not death. It's crossing into a higher dimension. The human brain is not designed to understand infinity. But for the first time, science discovered something horrifying and beautiful. Humans were never supposed to see what lies beyond gravity. The first person who did was not destroyed. They evolved. They transcended physical laws. It changed every theory about space travel. What if a black hole isn't the end? What if it's a gateway? Meanwhile, rumors spread inside NASA about parallel universes. Scientists detected reflections of galaxies that didn't exist in our reality, ghost signals from worlds where time moved differently. The data didn't match our universe. It belonged to another timeline with another Earth. This confirmed what physicists feared: there might be more than one version of us, more than one reality existing at the same moment. Parallel universes weren't science fiction anymore. They were real, and NASA had proof. But they stayed silent. Humanity wasn't ready. The world ignored another mystery when a signal arrived from 50 million light years away. It wasn't random cosmic radiation. It was structured, coded, and repeating in mathematical patterns. Messages don't travel that far by accident. Some scientists believed it was a warning. Others thought it was an invitation. One thing was clear: someone or something knew we were here. And they wanted us to hear them. Maybe humanity isn't the first civilization. Maybe we are the youngest. NASA finally admitted a terrifying possibility. Earth may not have been the first planet to carry life. Ancient cosmic fossils were discovered locked inside meteorites older than our solar system. Life existed before Earth was born, before the sun ignited, before human history. The idea that life began here was a lie. The universe was alive long before us, and whatever came before us may still be out there. Everything we believed about space is wrong. The universe is stranger than we imagined. There are objects older than creation, dimensions hidden in gravity, signals coming from worlds we can't see. Parallel universes with different versions of us. Life that existed before Earth was even formed. NASA didn't just find a discovery. They found the truth that wasn't meant for us. Scientists used to believe that the idea of parallel universes belonged only in science fiction. A concept for movies, imagination, and theories that had no real proof. But everything changed when NASA and CR began studying a strange cosmic phenomenon that never matched any known law of our universe. It started with light bending in places where there should be nothing. Then objects in deep space appeared twice in different locations, like a reflection or a ghost copy. When the James Webb telescope captured two identical galaxies in different parts of the sky, scientists realized this wasn't a glitch. It was something bigger, deeper, and more terrifying. The universe was showing us its mirror. Researchers ran simulations, and the results were impossible to ignore. The only explanation was that space wasn't just one single reality. It was millions. Each universe layered on top of another like invisible pages of a book. Some universes might have different versions of Earth. In one universe, humanity might have already gone extinct. In another, technology might be thousands of years ahead. The real shock came when scientists discovered signals that didn't belong to our universe. They weren't stars. They weren't planets. They were patterns of communication, like someone or something trying to send a message across realities. One researcher said the math didn't just suggest parallel universes, it demanded them. Because the laws of physics in our universe are too perfect, too balanced to exist by chance. It's like someone designed multiple universes so that life could exist somewhere no matter what. Governments and space agencies immediately classified the results. The public was given simple explanations, but the real data stayed locked behind closed doors. Not because it wasn't proven, but because they feared what humanity would do if we knew the truth. The biggest fear wasn't aliens or planets or galaxies. It was the idea that we are not unique, that everything we do could be happening somewhere else at the same moment. Another version of you might be making a different choice right now. Another Earth might be facing its own crisis. Another civilization might be watching us just like we watch the stars. What scientists found wasn't a theory anymore. It was evidence that the universe isn't one world, it's a multiverse. And we are just one small reality in an infinite ocean of worlds that exist side by side without us even realizing it. Scientists have been searching the sky for signals for decades, believing that if there was intelligent life somewhere in the universe, they would try to communicate. But no one expected the signal that arrived from 50 million light years away. It wasn't random cosmic noise, it wasn't radiation, it wasn't the usual pattern of pulsars or supernovas. It was too organized, too structured, and too perfectly repeated. The signal came in a sequence of prime numbers, the kind of mathematical code only an intelligent civilization would use. At first, the world thought it was an error. Maybe a satellite malfunctioning or an echo from Earth. But when laboratories in different countries detected the exact same signal at the exact same frequency, the fear began. This wasn't a coincidence. Something or someone was transmitting a message across the emptiness of space. The most disturbing part wasn't just the distance. The message wasn't weak or fading. It was powerful, almost as if the sender wanted to make sure it was heard. Scientists tried decoding the signal. Hidden in the pulses was a pattern resembling a map. A map pointing to a location outside our galaxy, a place where stars form too fast as if something is feeding them energy. Was it a civilization older than humanity, a warning from another world? Or a simple invitation to look deeper? No one knew. Governments tried to cover it up, but soon the signal was picked up by amateur astronomers. And then something stranger happened. The signal changed, it adapted, it reacted. As if it knew we were listening, the frequency shifted in ways that matched data from Earth detectors, almost like the universe was speaking back. Scientists estimated that whatever sent the message must have been millions of years ahead of us. For a civilization to send a signal across that distance through cosmic radiation and time, they would have to understand physics beyond anything we can imagine. Maybe they discovered a way to cross universes. Maybe they survived the birth and death of stars. Maybe they saw us long before we ever existed. The world always wondered if we were alone. That question was answered the moment the signal arrived. A message from 50 million light years away didn't just prove life existed. It proved someone out there had been watching us all along,